Bam! Welcome to the Real Talk Sports Show. I'm your host, Minister Jonathan Simmons, and we're excited that we're back on here. Another pregame of the Falcons. Now, they are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers today, and Steeler Nation is out en masse, drove the tickets up. The prices were about $1.60 yesterday before game time, so I know Steeler Nation is in the building, and so it's going to be very, very interesting. The Falcons are almost going to be playing like they're playing a road game. Now, the big question is the Falcons, if they can win this game today, in fact, will they be a playoff contender? That is the question. And the answer is yes. Believe it or not, the Falcons are on the bubble. That's right. As bad as this team has played, up and down, sideways, they're on the bubble. Right now, I went to NFL.com, and they show the Falcons at number 8. That's right. They are really right behind the Seahawks. Technically, they're 2 games as far as actually numerically. But the cool thing is really more like 1 game because the Falcons have the tiebreaker because they beat the Seahawks during the regular season. So, in fact, if they are tied with the Seahawks, they are in. But right now, they're technically outside the bubble. Now, here's the problem. The team that is the last team in the playoffs right now, the Washington Commanders, unfortunately, the Falcons would lose the tiebreaker with them because they have lost to the Commanders already. But good news still awaits the Falcons. They are just a game and a half behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the lead in the NFC South. So what that means, guys, even though right now Tampa Bay has the tiebreaker because they did beat the Falcons early in the season, if somehow the Falcons can find a way to win out or at least win 4 of their next 5 games, they could eclipse the Buccaneers and find themselves in the NFC playoffs. And here's the crazy thing. Not only that, but because they would be a division champion, they actually get a first round game at home. Now, how crazy would that be if the Falcons be able to play at home in a playoff game as bad as this team has played? Well, really quickly, what do the Falcons have to do to win this ball game? Number one, what they have to do each and every week, they need to run the ball. Falcons number 3 in the NFL in rushing the ball. They're averaging about 167 yards a game. And now, what does that mean to us? That means simply that this team is good enough to run the ball on anybody. They have shown that. The Washington Commanders had one of the best rushing one of the best rushing defenses in the league last year. This is what I hate when I go live. Sometimes I get a little tongue-tied. Bottom line is they had one of the top-ranked defenses against the run in the entire NFL. The Falcons rushed for 167 against them. And like I mentioned earlier, they're rushing for about 160 yards per game. So, keys to the Falcon victory today. Number 1, run the ball. Number 2, run the ball. Number 3, when all else fails, run the ball. I know the Steelers are stout up front. They got Cam Hayward. They have the ability to consistently play good defense. That's kind of the way they go about their business. They are used to playing running quarterbacks. You know, they have Lamar Jackson. They face him twice a year. Even in the case of Cincinnati, with their QB there, he has a tendency not to necessarily run like Lamar Jackson, but there's no question that our former LSU star does have the ability to scramble enough to get out of the pocket. So it's not like Pittsburgh's not used to playing scrambling quarterbacks. They can. So is that going to be a challenge for Mariota and the Falcons? Absolutely. Now, the other key for the Falcons, They cannot make another quarterback look like an all-pro. Kenny Pickett is a rookie. You would think DPs, the guys that's been in and around professional football for about 40 years, should be able to dial up some kind of defense, even though the Falcons don't have the best personnel to get this rookie off stride and maybe continue to do what they have been doing, which is to get turnovers. So again, what's the keys to the Falcons' victory today? They must run the ball. They must get chunk plays when they're available. Marcus Mariota has to be, I don't need to be accurate the whole game. I just need to be accurate on 3 or 4 chunk plays. And last but not least, the Falcons have to find a way to make sure that Kenny Pickett doesn't look like he did in Pittsburgh for the University of Pittsburgh, and not like he's looked like a rookie so far in the NFL. So that's it, guys. That's my wrap up real quick. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium, looking forward to kickoff coming up in just a few moments. Falcons against Steelers. Again, Falcons keys to victory. Must run the ball. Must make 2 or 3 chunk plays sometime during the day. Stop Kenny Pickett from looking like an all-pro. Keep him looking like a rookie. And last but not least, get a key turnover or 2. If the Falcons do this, they will be able to win this game. It is a winnable game against Pittsburgh. That'll put them at 6-7. And even if Tampa Bay was to win their game, they still would find themselves in the hunt, believe it or not, with 4 games to play for an NFC playoff berth. It's possible, guys. I predict them for 10-7. So we'll see. Falcons, Steelers coming up next. Stay tuned again to the Real Talk Sports Show. Keep it locked right here. We'll be doing hopefully a post game afterwards. Remember, we're also on every Tuesday night. Please follow us anywhere on social media at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. Follow us, please. Do that. Also, remember to follow me personally or follow the show on social media. Here we go right here. Let us pop it in here. Pump it up. Come on. Follow me at Minister J Sim or follow the show at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. Hey, man, please. Oh, my mic was up in the air the whole time. Doggone it. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Anyway, all right. We got to get out of here. Crazy live broadcast. We get ready for Falcons Steelers. Again, hopefully you guys can hear me. And we thank God for you guys tuning in. Until the next time, God bless you. And have a wonderful rest of your day. So long.